Hello and welcome to another Minecraft Snapshot. Today's snapshot is 12w25a, this is for Minecraft 1.8. We have got some huge changes. Well, it's been a while since we've had a snapshot, and it's been a while since we've had a snapshot that has contained some big survival gameplay features, and we have definitely got that today. First off, you may want this, so I'm going to give you the seed, and here are my coordinates. Ignore the noises for now. That'll be explained very soon, but there's the seed and the coordinates, so you can come find this place for yourself if you want. So the first thing we're going to look at then, we're going to get to the big things, and I think you already know what they are by now, you probably do. But I'm going to save those till last. I'll probably put an annotation on the screen if I remember. For those of you who can't wait. But the first thing that we are going to look at is right in front of us. The sign. The sign has actually changed. These will now accept JSON syntax, so you can make cool colors and italic text and stuff. Obviously, you can't do this just by typing. You'll have to do this by using commands, giving yourself the sign with already stuff on it, and you can find out how to do that online very easily. The other change is the way you type on it. It used to be you could fit in 15 characters and then you'd have to go to the next line. Now, you can fit in as much as you can fit. If that makes any sense, let me show you. So for example, I can fit in that many letters of A. However, if I use something like I, which is much smaller, you can see I can fit in a hell of a lot more letters. So now it's just really just as much as you can fit before you hit the end, which is quite cool. I'm pretty happy with that. That's going to be quite useful. You should be able to get a few more words on the sign, so you won't have to spend ages trying to word things and remaking signs. So that's always good. We don't need you. The next thing we're going to look at is this. No, it is not dirt. This is coarse dirt. And this is actually crafted. This is dirt that doesn't spread, basically. It's got slightly different texture to the normal dirt. You can see it's just a little bit darker. If we get some normal dirt and some gravel, and you can do this in your survival inventory crafting thing, but I'm going to do it in here, otherwise I have to change game modes. It's simply just made like that, and that will give you 4 pieces of coarse dirt. And yeah, you can go do what you want with these, but basically the grass won't spread to these, and that is the main feature of this. Recently, we've been seeing a way to make dungeon blocks, and that is still going on. We can now actually make cracked stone brick, and we do that simply by smelting stone bricks. This is going to take a minute, but you will see once this has smelted, we will actually be given 1 cracked stone brick. There we go. So now these are obtainable in survival without having to find any dungeons. Again, I wish they probably didn't do stuff like this, because I think the fact that you have to go to dungeons to get it is cool. But hey, the next thing I'm going to show you then is, I didn't realize my furnace was pointing that way, is a new enchantment. And this is going to come in very, very handy in a second. This enchantment is called Depth Strider, and I don't know if it's worked because I've put it in a frame. So let's find out. Hopefully this has worked, otherwise I've got to go get another one. It hasn't worked. So let me just go in here and grab you these. This you can get level 1, 2, and 3. For some reason, putting this in an item frame actually took the enchantment off of it. I don't know why that happened. So let's get Depth Strider, and I'll show you what this does. If we're to go into water, we move very slowly, as everybody knows. However, if we wear these boots with Depth Strider, we move at a normal speed. I assume 1 and 2 are slightly slower, and that's kind of how all of them work. So let's grab these potions. We are certainly going to need these, and let's head over to the main feature, the thing you're here for, I'm very sure. There is new mobs and a new temple and new blocks. These blocks are, we have prismarine bricks, dark prismarine even, and a sea lantern. Now, a sea lantern does what you would imagine. It will emit light underwater, and if you look closer, you can see it's actually an animated block, which is quite cool. So let's just quickly jump down here, and you can see if I put one down, it will actually emit light underwater, which is awesome. So, these are all craftable. However, to craft these, you are going to need to tackle this dungeon and find these new mobs. We can now get prismarine shards and prismarine crystals. These will be dropped by what is now known as guardians. These are the new mobs in the game, and this is all the recipes you need to make these. So we can get some prismarine shards. 4 of those will make you prismarine, 9 will make you bricks. 8 with a ink sac in the middle will make you dark prismarine. Ink sacs are very easily attainable now, and I'll show you why in a minute. And to get the lantern, you're going to need some of these crystals, and you can craft that. There is also a slightly, it's not a new block, but it actually has a use. It's obtainable in survival, and there is a second form of that, and that is the sponge. We can now get a wet sponge, which is pretty cool. These have water particles coming out of them, as you can see. And this is the standard sponge. Let me just grab them like this. These sponges still do what they used to do. If you place them in water, they will soak up water and they will become wet sponges. And if you take these wet sponges, and let's grab some more lava, and if you put these in a furnace, then you can dry them out and they will become normal sponge again. So that is pretty cool. I think it's about time. I think it's about time we go in. So I don't need water breathing. I don't know why I got that. I figured I was in survival, but I'm not. This is the new temple. Why can't I see anything? Did night vision not help that at all? I thought night vision helped you underwater. What is it? Wow. That scared the life out of me. That is something we'll get to. Let's drink that again. And let's do this. There we are. That's why I wanted it. I remember now. Here we are. These are guardians. We can spawn these guardians. And these guardians make some very strange noises, as you heard earlier. They also don't like squids. So I'll go grab your squid and we can have a little look at that in action. They will actually... They're actually hostile towards squids, which is kind of funny. And you can see their attack in play here once he realizes they have a laser beam. It takes a little second to charge, but once it charges, it will do some damage. What you saw there was the squid actually got behind this block. So when we're in survival mode, these guys will attack us too. And there we go. Wow. Yep, that is the Elder Guardian, which we will get to. And they will do damage, and that's the same thing they do to us once we're in... survival mode, and you can see that's why we can get ink sats quite easy. What we're seeing, the Elder Guardian, that is another thing that will spawn inside these dungeons, and it will actually give us mining fatigue, which makes us mine and punch very, very slowly, which I'm sure you are all very aware of by now. There is an absolute abundance of squids. They are spawning very, very, very fast, and there is a lot of them. I'm not sure if that's something that's been changed because of this, whether that's on purpose or not. Let's head inside, because there are some cool things inside these dungeons. I haven't been in this one dungeon, actually, saying that, so I don't know what we're going to find in here. Hopefully, this will be a dungeon with all of the new things that we need to see, and then we can actually see them. It's not looking very, it's not looking very promising now, is it? I'm doing this because there are some cool loot that you can get from here, so I just want to make sure that we haven't missed any. So let's break through here and get inside. Here is another guardian. I'm in creative, obviously, so that's why they're not attacking us. We can go up a bit, and we can keep going around. These are procedurally generated, as is most dungeons in this game. You can hear some weird noises. Yeah, these things get bigger. Here we go. This is the guy we're looking for. This is an Elder Guardian. And this is the face we've been seeing. Now, I don't think there's any loots inside this one. I think this is just a one without. But these guys are fairly tough to beat. When you beat these guys and when you beat the normal Guardians, that's how you get those crystals and the shards I was showing you. I do want to find an actual loot spot, because I don't want to just have to tell you what you get. I want to be able to show you, because that's the point in you watching a video on this new snapshot. But it doesn't look like we're going to find it. So what you can normally find when you find those Elder Guardians is you can normally find a what would it be? Like a 7x7 block of this dark prismarine, and inside it you will find blocks of gold. I think there's usually about 4 blocks of gold inside of there, which is pretty awesome. However, it doesn't look like we're finding any just yet. Let's have a little look around. Here's our Elder Guardian. But they're pretty cool. I think they deal some pretty hard damage, so let's grab a sword and let's just see what happens. I'm not too worried about dying, because we can always come back. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's not the one. That's the one. Let's see what this guy's got to do. Let's see how much damage he does. He does, wow, 3.5. He is very, very, very strong. So as I said, before I died, I was hoping to show you if we got behind the blocks and we broke the line of sight from his beam, then he would not have killed us. Where was it? I think it was... So, there we are. That is a list of the new features that we have been given for our brand new snapshot. There is one other thing that's a little bit strange. They have finally changed all of the blocks to models, so you can now change everything in a resource pack if you wish. That has, however, created some weird features such as the stairs being backwards. I'm sure that's just a little bit of a bug and that will all be sorted. The other one at the moment I think is a bug as well. If we go into the video settings, there's no anthroposcopic filtering, which means that some things look kind of strange, such as long grass is apparently looking kind of weird at the moment. It's gone a bit dark and yeah, it's not the same supposedly. I haven't really looked at it too much, but I assume that's all the bug. As always, this is a snapshot, so things are definitely likely to change. One thing worth noting that I didn't mention earlier is that these things can actually spawn sponge on the top of them, and you can get wet sponge out of there. If you kill an Elder Guardian, you will also get a piece of wet sponge. That is how it is obtainable in survival. It is not attainable any other way. So, that is going to be the end of this. I do hope you've enjoyed this video and you've learned something. If you have, please feel free to leave a like and maybe some comments. Let me know what you think about this new snapshot, if you're excited for things to come. If you've got any criticism or any feedback for the video, I would be very grateful for that as well. Yeah, now see you next time.